So I'm working on this old Kenmore. In a case like this machine, it would be a shame to have to put a new motor on it. And so if at all possible, it's good to use the old motor. So I'm going to go over how it's not a refurbish, I wouldn't say, but it's kind of a tune-up. Here's where the brushes come out. There's two. Here's the other one down here. These are the caps for the brushes, and these are the brushes. So there's quite a bit of brush left. These wear out as they rub here. Also, this can become tarnished, and so what I've done is I've just polished it with some fine steel wool, taking care not to get into any of this coating which is covering the wires. This is varnish to protect it. You don't want to take that varnish off. Interesting, new motors these days I don't think will have these drill spots where they drill out some material to balance the motor. So this old motor is balanced. Another reason why to save it, this old one has a fan to keep itself cool. Another nice feature of this motor, you can oil that, just one single drop of oil. You don't want to put too much, you don't want to get oil all inside the electronics. But right here is a bearing surface that just a little bit of oil will make this slide a little easier inside the bushing. On this end is the same setup. The wiring looks good. Everything looks good to me, so I'm not going to do much in here except just kind of make sure that it's not overly dirty, taking care not to disturb any of these parts. There's really not much to go wrong with these, and so if you just kind of leave them alone, they should be okay in most cases. And as I look at the insulation on these wires, it looks all intact, and so this is probably pretty good. And this fitting is good and intact. So everything here looks nice. Now I've got this cleaned up as much as I'm going to. This is all polished up. Everything looks good here. So I'm going to reassemble it. The brushes need to be removed first because they're spring loaded and they'll be down too far, you can't push past them. So you got to pull these out and then just take your time and don't force anything, just take it real nice and easy. Then I need to reclock this so that this oil port's on top. Start these nuts. That feels good. I will install the brushes. Now when I put these brushes in, there's a bit of a concave wear mark on these old brushes that I'm going to reuse, and I'm going to line those up to mirror the curve inside. If you don't, it's not going to be the end of the world, but it'll take a little time for the brushes to seat. So now just a single drop of oil for those bushings. Alright, so the wiring on this all looks good. It's in good shape. So let's just plug it in here and give it a test run. That motor screams. Good strong motor. I like it. So if you can save these old motors, it's definitely worth trying. If it works, you don't have to open it up or do anything. You can just use it like it is. But brushes are made to be replaced, and where they rub, forget what you call that, commutator or something like that. You can polish that up so it's nice and shiny and the brushes make good contact with it. Don't oil it too much on this type because you don't want to get oil inside where the electronics are. But you need a little bit on those bushings just right inside here, so it doesn't take much oil. I'm going to be able to get this machine back into 100% operation using the old motor, and that's ideal. Now this motor, to be fair, was working before I opened it up. So I didn't fix this motor. I just kind of tuned it up, looked at it, so that I can say that for sure, yeah, this is a good motor and it's going to provide a lot of good service going into the future. And now I can sell this with confidence. I hope you found something you can use there. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs up if you like this. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider subscribing. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you on the next video.